Hey everybody, this is Spot. Just going to do a little second look video here, show you a few of the things we're working on, a few changes since the first look, etc. There's going to be few cosmetic stuff, visual things, etc. Most of what's happening has been into client technology, etc. But I'm going to go over it real quick and I can give you a little look. So here, this is my user page. Not much has actually visually changed on the user page, although we're still planning on tweaking some stuff. The new comments are in, etc. The user doc has moved here. We're going to be adding a share or content submission button, which is going to provide easy access to uploading screenshots, writing blogs, reviews, etc. That's going to probably be around this area somewhere. I'm still not completely sure. This is kind of a settings private menu, which accesses things that are private to the user, but not content. Games library may be moving over to the content submission button. This is the current level, etc. This will have when your subscription runs out, etc. Let's run over to news, which is ironically something new here. This is the front of the news page. It lists latest submitted news. Eventually, this will somewhat be weighted against the voting ratings. As you can see here, this is a 0, 0, etc. So here's EHS PC Games. You'll notice that it's blue, which means that I've actually voted on this. Here's one that someone else voted on, but I didn't, etc. Over on the right, we have top news based on rating, etc. Weighting. These are popular tags, obviously, that are only news. So if you click one of these, they'll go to news. The search is actually working on the back end. I'm not going to search anything right now because the actual display code for the results is not quite to my liking yet. Let me jump into a item here. Also, just to be clear, don't base any type of weight on how fast you see things responding. All caching has been turned off for development purposes, so everything's at a snail's pace compared to how it'll be when we launch. So this is the news detail page. You'll notice some things that are quite familiar, like the ad here, tags, which you've seen before in the last video on the games page, etc. This is the share toolbar. We'll probably be adding some stuff to this as well. Facebook like is actually on here. I don't know where it went. This bar, you expect to be seeing this on almost any type of content after launch, so that if you see a screenshot or a blog or review and you want to share that information outside of the site, that'll be very easy to do, and I definitely recommend that you do that because it helps more people find out about the community, become a part of it, etc. This is the comment system, news, voters. I'm going to reload this to give you an idea. You'll notice that you'll see these loading portions here. What we're doing new with RiotCore as opposed to how Napalm Riot was is that we're doing a lot of deferred loading. So anything that's not critical, that's not base content, like this obviously loads up by itself. Everything else we go out and load up after the page loads. So using JavaScript and Ajax, we're going out and we're getting the comments and we're getting the news here, and any voters there are on this item, which there aren't any on this particular one. We're going out and doing it after the page loads so that you don't have to wait to get to the primary content. And we're going to be doing that in a lot of places, which should greatly increase the speed in which a page loads, which is obviously very important. So I'm going to post a comment here. I'm going to say, this is interesting, and to be completely non-relevant, the other day, I'm going to use a content injection tool here. Say, Mook mentioned that he really likes Batman Arkham Asylum. And then when I post that, it's going to throw it up there. Except that you'll notice that the 193 did not actually change to Mook. That's a little bug that's on my list. And you'll notice that it showed up a little plus 5 points, which is the achievement points that I get for posting this comment. These things here, like I said, are content injection tools, and there's going to be ones for screenshots or almost anything that you would ever want to make reference to in a post, and those will be able to be used on anything that has a textual content to it. So not only comments, but blogs and reviews and forum posts and descriptions of things. Like in descriptions of a screenshot, you'll be able to use these things to easily make reference to other things. Also, this voting is what we call singular voting. There's only you vote or you don't. In this case, if I say I like that, boom, now I like it. This is very similar to favoriting, and probably on things that you can favorite, you won't have a voting like this or a rating, because it's too simple. It more or less is a fave, except that favorites themselves will show up in a separate list and they're tracked differently. Comments have what we call binary rating, which is an up or down. So I can say that, while I like this comment, and you see a 1, I'll go back to news and jump here and say I do not like this one, and you'll notice that there is a negative rating there. There will also be a more arbitrary things like 5 stars, and those will be on different things. Things like screenshots might have a 5 stars, or screenshots might have binary. We haven't really discussed that yet and come to a decision. Things that require more intricate rating, where it matters more, will probably have more things like a 5 star or something like that. Like reviews. Reviews can have so many different aspects about them that impact a rating. We want to give the user a bit more leeway in how they rate something, so a 5-star system might work better there. But the technology we've built supports all of it, and that's good. While a user will not be able to be rated directly, the ratings that they have on their content that they get from their peers will impact their total rating as a user. So if you want to get a better rating, which will impact things like where you show up on certain leaderboards, etc., the best thing you can do is to submit very good content. If you submit bad content, you'll get rated down. And ratings will also impact things like achievement points. If you submit a review, a game review, which normally provides a pretty high amount of achievement points, you will get those achievement points. But if the review is like 1 paragraph long, or is written really badly, or obviously the user didn't take a lot of time to actually think about it and they just threw something out there, and it gets a lot of negative ratings as on quality, those achievement points will slowly trickle away, because the value of the review didn't hold up to peer review, really. So if your peers don't like it, it is worth less, if that makes sense. So these are all things that we have in the works. One last thing I wanted to point out is that these technologies, like the deferred loading and the share toolbar, like while the share toolbar was actually almost child's play that you could get up, we still had to collect all the information, etc. But it is something that we had to do to get news up. Not because it is specifically only going to be used for news, but because it's the first place that we've actually used it. The point being that a lot of times we build these technologies to get a section like news up, and it takes longer to get that section up because we have to build the technologies. But moving forward, we now have these technologies which we can just plug into new sections. So sections after this, which use things that we've built for news, will go online much faster. So it's kind of an exponential development cycle. So as we get further ahead, newer sections become easier and easier to get done. and that's really important. So it seems like things drag out, and between the first video and the second video, it seems like visually not much is getting done, but actually a lot is getting done. I'd really like to show everyone the front page because we're putting a lot of work on the front page, but I can't give everything up. That wouldn't be any fun. So you'll probably have to wait until launch before you see that. So I hope this has been interesting for you, and I will try to get out another video sooner than this one took. And that's about it. We'll talk to you later.